Social media can really feel like you're just shouting into the void. But what if there was a simple, three-step playbook to actually cut through all that noise? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to unpack. Let's dive in. First, let's just start with a number that's kind of hard to wrap your head around. In early 2022, there were 3.96 billion with a B people on social media. That's literally more than half the entire planet. The scale is just mind-blowing.
And if you think that's a huge number, just look at where this is all going. By 2025, that number is expected to swell to over 4.4 billion. So yeah, this isn't some passing fad. This is a massive, fundamental shift in how we all connect, and for businesses, how they have to communicate.
So when you're staring down an audience of billions, the question becomes pretty obvious, right? Where on earth do you even start? It feels totally overwhelming. But that feeling of chaos is exactly what this playbook is designed to fix.
Okay, before we can build a winning strategy, we have to get a lay of the land. We need to understand the playing field. Social media wasn't always this global beast. It grew, it evolved, and that history actually gives us clues on how to navigate it today.
When you look at a timeline like this, the thing that just jumps out is the speed. Think about it. In less than 15 years, we went from YouTube completely changing video to Instagram making everything visual, and then boom, TikTok comes along and just rewrites the entire rulebook with short-form content. The big takeaway here? The ground beneath our feet is always shifting.
All right, so that brings us to the first and honestly the most important part of the playbook. You have to start with why. Before you post a single thing, before you spend a single dollar on an ad, you've got to be absolutely crystal clear on what your mission is.
It is so easy to fall into this trap of being on social media just to be there, right? Because everyone else is. But as this quote nails, that's just a surefire way to burn through your time and money. Real success, the kind that actually moves the needle, comes when every single action you take is tied to a clear strategic goal. So, what does a strategic goal actually look like? Well, it pretty much boils down to these core objectives. You're never just posting content. You're strategically trying to get your brand name out there, or you're trying to drive actual sales, or maybe you're just trying to provide better customer service. And notice this, see how every business goal on the left connects to a real value for the customer on the right? That connection right there is the secret sauce.
Let's look at Samsung's Behold Samsung campaign. Their goal here wasn't to get you to click Buy Now on a refrigerator. Nope, this was pure brand awareness. They used these absolutely stunning visuals to plant an idea in your head. The idea that Samsung means innovation, quality, and style. That's the long game.
Now let's flip the script and look at the complete opposite approach from Live and Essentials. Their objective couldn't be more direct: generate leads and drive sales. That's why that sign up button is front and center. It's not about feelings or brand image, it's about getting you to take one specific action, right now. See? Two very different objectives lead to two completely different tactics.
Okay, so once you've nailed down your why, the next move is to figure out your where. This is part 2 of the playbook. Choose your arena. Because you have to remember, every social platform is its own little world, and you've got to find the one where your people actually hang out. Think about it. You wouldn't show up to a hockey rink with a basketball, right? Of course not. It's the exact same idea with social media. Trying to force a Facebook strategy to work on, say, TikTok is just a recipe for failure. They have different audiences, different inside jokes, different unwritten rules. Winning isn't about being everywhere, it's about dominating the right arena.
And the differences become super clear when you put them side by side like this. Let's say you want to build a real, deep community for an audience in their 40s. Well, Facebook is practically built for that. But if you're trying to sell a product that's all about visuals to people under 30, you have got to be on Instagram. It's all about matching the platform to the person you're trying to reach.
And it gets even more niche. A platform like Pinterest, it's not really a social network in the traditional sense. It's more of a visual discovery engine. People go there with a different mindset. Users, who are mostly women, are actively looking for ideas and inspiration. So for a brand in, say, home decor or fashion, that's not just an audience, that's an audience with intent to buy. Huge difference.
So, you've got your why, you've got your where, now for the final piece of the puzzle, the how. This is part 3, master the toolkit. Because once you've picked the right arena, you need to know how to actually use the specific tools it gives you. For this, let's do a deep dive into Facebook. I think the biggest mistake people make is they treat a platform like Facebook as if it's just one thing, like a hammer. But it's not. It's a full-on toolkit, and it's packed with all these specialized instruments. The trick is knowing which tool to pull out for which specific job. Let's start with the classic workhorse, the photo ad. It's simple, it's direct, and it can be incredibly powerful. Take a look at this Audi ad. Its one and only job is to be so stunning that it stops you from scrolling and plants a seed in your mind about luxury and performance. It's the perfect tool for making a single hero product shine.
But what if your goal isn't just to show something? What if you want to start a conversation? Well, for that, you need a totally different tool, the Messenger ad. This Reebok ad isn't just broadcasting a message, it's actively engaging you. By asking a question, it pulls you out of your passive scroll and turns you into an active participant in a one-on-one chat.
And now for the e-commerce powerhouse, the collection ad. This tool is perfect for when you're not just selling one item, but an entire lifestyle. Adidas uses it here to show a full collection, not just a single pair of shoes. It's basically a mini storefront right there in the ad, designed to get people to buy more than one thing.
And the toolkit gets even more impressive. With something like Facebook Shops, we're moving way beyond just ads. This feature lets a business build an entire functioning online store right inside their Facebook page. It's a completely integrated way to sell.
Look at how a brand like Indian Motorcycle uses this. Sure, they're famous for their bikes, but right here, they've built a whole storefront for their apparel, parts, and accessories. They're not waiting for customers to find their website. They're bringing the store directly to where their customers are already hanging out. It just makes it effortless to buy.
So when you boil it all down, it comes back to this simple, powerful three-step playbook. 1. Start with why. Know your mission. 2. Choose your where. Find the right arena for your people. And 3. Master your how. Learn the specific tools you need to win.
Look, this three-part framework isn't just some business school theory. It's a real, actionable path through the crazy, overwhelming world of social media. So now, the only question left is the one on your screen. You have the playbook. What's your first move?